This is Kellen Swanson. It is April 24th. I am the owner, my wife and I are the owners of the Valley Bar and Grill. That is located off of US Highway 10, about 8 miles east of Prescott, Wisconsin. We're located between Prescott and Ellsworth. For the last couple of weeks, we've had road construction going on US Highway 10. That is a direct route to our bar. It's scheduled for the remainder of the summer for some bridge reconstruction and resurfacing of the road. Purpose of this video is just to show the reality of the situation for us as business owners and what we are trying to work through to keep our business up and running during this construction, and just the reality of how our patrons can try to get to our location. So what you're seeing right now is a culvert that they're replacing just outside of Prescott on the east side. It's about a half mile out of town. So normally people would take this road and head east to our bar. And with this bridge being out, people now have to take either 29 or 35, and which you could cut back to US Highway 10. So I'm going to take you on just a trip starting here on the far west side of Highway 10 and just kind of show you what this road looks like for people to try to cut back onto to get to our bar. Currently they have to cut back onto this bar because there is a bridge located on the east side of our parking lot that cuts us off completely from the east. So people can only locate or get to our bar from the west currently. So right now I'm heading east on US Highway 10. Like I said, we're about a half mile outside of Prescott, Wisconsin. Our bar is located about 5 miles down this road. So right now, the only people that would be using this road would be anybody that lives on it. As far as our patrons go, they have no access to this part of the road right now. This road construction, if I didn't say it already, we're about a little bit more than a month into it, and it is scheduled to run the duration of the summer. Currently forecasting early October to be complete. Is we are crossing some side streets. These are either township roads, they're not county roads, but they are smaller roads that people can use to cut back from, like I said, either 29 or 35 to get onto US Highway 10 to get to our bar. So what we just passed is an area where they're working on carving out bad spots of the road to replace small sections before they go for the full remill of the road. I'm currently driving over a spot that they replaced a culvert in, and I believe the plan is for them to leave them gravel like that until they go for the remill of US Highway 10. Currently, we are detouring our patrons from Prescott, and they would be heading east on either 39 or 25, which we have not come up to the point where they would cut back onto US Highway 10. So there's some more areas where they're going to be cutting out bad sections of the road. Here they're currently working on pulling them out right now. So what they've communicated is right now they are working on these bad sections that they're cutting out on the north side of US Highway 10. So they will cut all these out, they're gonna relay them, and then they're gonna come over to the south side, which I am currently driving on, and do the same thing. So here's another crossroad. It's 1170th Street. It's a smaller road, but people can use that to cut back in from, like I said, 29 or 35 to get back onto this road, US Highway 10, to access our bar. And I'm just trying to show what our patrons are having to navigate to try to get to us, and think about, I'm asking you to think about, as if you were a patron trying to choose a place to go to eat at with your family, if this would have an effect on your decision. Again, we're located, our bar, the Valley Bar and Grill, is located about 8 miles out of Prescott. We're kind of in between Ellsworth and Prescott. So we're kind of out in the country. People can say we're kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So there's really no other attractions to draw people out to us besides to come see us. So that would be the only reason for people to want to navigate this construction. Alright, so we are coming up on Double Q. This is the only real county road that people can use right now to cut back onto US Highway 10, like I said, from 29 or 35. This is the intersection that we are directing our patrons to use to access us. It avoids most of that construction behind me, and it is the last main larger road that you can use to get back onto US Highway 10. The roads prior to this and after this are all smaller roads, county roads, just big enough, barely big enough for 2 vehicles to pass. This intersection here is just a development access. There's no through roads there. For the time frame, I wanted to give just a full perspective from beginning to end of this west side of US Highway 10 construction from our bar. It's very similar on the east side to Ellsworth. It's the same, it's pretty much the same amount of work going on, and I'm not driving that one because currently you'll see in a little bit that that bridge is completely removed on that side of my parking lot. at a nice spot where we don't have any real stop signs or anything for people to try to cross with potential oncoming traffic. Another culvert they replaced. Again, it's gravel filled right now, and they're planning on finishing this section when they go to remill the road. Okay, we are coming up to my wife and I's bar, the Valley Bar and Grill. She'll be right at the bottom side of this hill. So we're about 8 miles out of Prescott now. You have to either take this section of the road to get to us, which I was saying we're detouring people to that double Q intersection, the county road that we already passed. The last remaining option will be up here in just a little bit, that people can use to access us, but that is a county road. Like I said, it's just barely big enough for 2 cars to pass each other, and it's not a direct road from either 29 or 35. You have to take multiple roads to get to this point where it's going to intersect with US Highway 10. This is a small road that does go around our bar on the south side. So this exit you see here, you can take that and it will bring you to the very top side of the hill that's in the far end of the video, or in the distance. That is a road that is like a township road. It is about 1.5 cars to pass each other. We do not recommend anybody to be using that road right now, just because of how narrow it is. So currently at the bottom of the hill, you're going to see that last intersection where people can use to get to us. Like I said, this is a smaller road. Again, 2 cars can pass barely, and you have to take several other roads to get to this road. It's not a direct route. And then in the distance, you will see a couple of cranes, some equipment. That is a bridge that they pulled out and are replacing just on the east side of our parking lot. So this has been going on since day 1 of the construction. I think they plan on about another month of this, and then they will have this bridge complete, and they are going to go for a bridge that's just on the west side of our parking lot. I just drove over it. I will turn around and show you what it looks like. But this is what our patrons have to navigate to get to us. And like I said earlier, my question to you, to anybody watching this, is if you're trying to decide where to take your family, your friends, your wife, your husband out to eat, what effect would this have on your decision? Like I said, we're located out in the country, 8 miles outside of Prescott, Wisconsin. There is no other real attraction out here besides us and another bar and kind of a event center. And then lastly here, this is right in front of me. These guardrails is kind of a start of the last bridge that they're doing by us. This is on the west side of our parking lot. So I just turned around my parking lot, and I'm currently driving over the bridge that they're going to completely replace in about a month. So you can kind of see down there. All right, thank you for watching that, and yeah, thank you.